Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the White Coat Ceremony, endowed by the UVA School of Medicine class of 1965. I'm Barry Collins, the Associate Dean for Medical Alumni Affairs and Executive Director for the UVA Medical Alumni Association and Medical School Foundation. It's really an honor to be here today to welcome the School of Medicine class of 2026. The white coat is a tradition that spans decades at UVA and at medical schools across the country, connecting you with those who came before you and all those who will come after you. I would like to welcome everybody to Old Cabell Hall and to the University of Virginia. Not far from here, where we are, stands Pavilion 10, which is considered our first medical education building. Dr. Keeley would appreciate that. This was the home of Dr. Robley Dunglison, who Thomas Jefferson recruited from London in 1824 to join the first faculty of the University of Virginia. Dunglison was the first full-time professor of medicine in the United States and a leader in medical education. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the family and the friends of the class of 2026 who have joined us here from across the globe, both in the room and also online, to celebrate this very special occasion. We are fortunate to have you with us here today, and thank you for coming. I would also like to thank our current medical students who are volunteering today, as well as the staff of the UVA Medical Alumni Association, and volunteers from our Health System Development Office team who have also helped put together today's event. It's an honor to recognize some of our key faculty leaders at the School of Medicine who will be spending a great amount of time with the students over the next 4 years. So if you could stand and be recognized, Dr. Meg Healy, Senior Associate Dean for Education. Dr. Lori Archibald Pannone, Dean of Dunglison College. Dr. John Densmore, Dean of Hunter College. Dr. Dana Reddick, Dean of Penn College. And Dr. Sean Reed, Dean of Reed College. I would also like to recognize Dr. Joel Bruce from the class of 1987, who is the current president of the UVA Medical Alumni Association Board of Directors. And last but not least, Dr. Charlie Henderson from the class of 1965. Dr. Henderson has many years of distinguished service to his alma mater. He is here today representing the School of Medicine's class of 1965. Through generous donations, his class created an endowment which covered all the expenses for today's ceremony and the reception and the white coats that we will present our students today. So thank you, Dr. Henderson and the class of 1965. The Medical Alumni Association was established in 1949 and our Medical School Foundation in 1972. We are here to benefit the University of Virginia School of Medicine. The class of 1965 endowment for the White Coat Ceremony is just one of many ways that the Medical Alumni Association and Foundation support our students at the School of Medicine. Our support doesn't begin here when you become alumni. We will be here with you throughout your career at UVA, both during milestone moments like today, the White Coat Ceremony, and on days in between. We'll host event speakers, connect you with alumni mentors, and in recent years, we've helped many of the student organizations fund new equipment for the student gym and connect students with alumni hosts during residency interviews. Our organization also provides vital funding for the school, supporting scholarships, research projects, and other School of Medicine priorities. This year, we will provide $4.8 million to the School of Medicine. I am proud that our tradition of giving begins with our student. Each year, the graduating class holds a fundraising project to give back to the institution. And I hope that your class, 2026, will match the generous spirit of the classes who preceded you and perhaps aim to even exceed the participation rate. For our students in the class of 2026, I also encourage you to be an active member of the association. Get involved as students. Stay involved as alumni. The School of Medicine family has been here waiting for you, and we are so glad that you are here to be part of it. Now, a bit of history about the white coat. If we go back in time to the end of the 19th century, it was a period of tremendous progress in public health and medicine, when the benefits of sanitation and clean water were recognized. In the hospital setting, antiseptics revolutionized care. With the advent of germ theory, physicians aimed to be more scientific in their practice and their dress. In 1910, as a result from the Flexner Report, medical schools also adopted a more rigorous and standardized curriculum. The white coat embodied this new philosophy. White is the color of hope, and the lab coat the symbol of the healer. Surgeons became the first to wear the white coat, followed by hospital doctors, then general practitioners. By 1950, it had become the norm in the field of medicine. The white coat reminds physicians of their professional duties as prescribed by Hippocrates, to live their lives and practice their art in respectability and honor. To honor this, the white coat ceremony is performed for the incoming class at the beginning of each academic year. The ceremony welcomes those embarking on their medical careers to the community of physicians by giving them this symbol of compassion and honor. The Medical Alumni Association is proud to be part of this journey in your medical education. Now I would like to introduce Laura Donovan, a member of the class of 2023 and president of the School of Medicine student governing body, the Mulholland Society. Please join us at the podium, Lauren.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by extending a warm welcome to the class of 2026 and all of the family, friends, and loved ones who have accompanied you here today. It's truly an honor for me to be here with you all as you receive your white coats and begin your careers in medicine. My name is Lauren Donovan, and I am a fourth-year medical student and the current president of the Mulholland Society, the student government organization whose mission it is to represent each of you as you complete your medical education here at the University of Virginia. I know I speak for myself as well as my fellow students in the classes of 2025, 2024, and 2023 when I say that we are so excited for you to welcome you into our community. Since its foundation in 1993, the White Coat Ceremony has commemorated the beginning of each student's journey into medicine, as well as their commitment to humble service, professionalism, and lifelong education. Likewise, the white coat itself has long symbolized this commitment to the medical profession as it identifies us as part of a community that has taken the solemn and ancient oath not only to first do no harm, but also to learn and practice medicine under a code of ethics that calls us to maintain the utmost respect for the lives of our patients. I, as every medical student and physician who has come before me, will always hold dear the memory of my white coat ceremony and the wise words that were imparted therein. I hope that my own interpretation of the white coat will leave you with a sense of excitement as you embark on your own journeys in medicine. When I told my mother that I would be speaking at the white coat ceremony for the class of 2026, her first words after congratulations, of course, were, "Oh no, are there stains all over it? You should probably take it to the cleaners." It's no secret among medical students that the crisp whiteness of our coats doesn't last much past the pictures we take out on the lawn the day of our white coat ceremony. They will undoubtedly get noticeably dingy and dirty, usually within your first week of clinical rotations. After today, you will likely stuff yours unceremoniously into your book bag, or keep it in the passenger seat of your car so that you're never without it for a patient presentation or day in clinic. Of course, you will toss it into the washing machine, but it seems that no matter how many cycles we run or how many times we steam them, bleach them, or press them, our white coats inevitably record the stains and triumphs of our experiences. One could even say that they, in fact, become the canvases on which we ink our individual journeys and experiences throughout our medical education. You will have many stories to write on your first white coat. Take, for example, the large black or blue ink patch you might find in the corner of your pocket from a pen that thankfully leaked, providing proof that at least one point you had remembered one, as it was nowhere to be found when your resident or attending actually needed to borrow it. Speaking of pockets, you will also accumulate a lovely collection of granola bits and slivers of silver wrappers, relics of the snacks that were stashed away for the few spare minutes between cases on your surgical rotation. We have the privilege of being present for some of the most wonderful and challenging moments in our patients' lives. So when your white coat provides reminders of those close encounters, you will simply but promptly toss your white coat into the washing machine on an extra hot cycle with just a splash more detergent than usual for good measure. In their own unique way, each wrinkle, highlighter stain, missing button, or lapel pin accumulated on a white coat will be linked to the memories you create throughout your time here and begin to tell the story of your experience in medicine. Although I heartily encourage you to wash your coats regularly, I also hope that you will embrace how the messiness that befalls your coat is inextricably linked to the time you spend learning the art of medicine and providing compassionate care to each and every patient you encounter. I actually find it very comforting that the evidence of these experiences doesn't just float away into the rinse cycle. It actually becomes part of who we are and shapes our futures both personally and professionally. I can remember the joy, anxiety, and excitement that was bubbling up within me on the day of my white coat ceremony. I hope that each of you experiences these same feelings today as you don these blank slates on which you will write your stories. And though each of our experiences is unique and special to us, I hope that you appreciate the sense of community and support that surrounds you, as these coats both identify us and unify us as students, learners, and professionals. We are unbelievably honored to welcome you all into our family at the UVA School of Medicine. I commend you on all of the accomplishments that have brought you here today and on everything you will undoubtedly accomplish from this point forward. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Lauren. It is now with great pleasure that I would like to ask our Dean, Dr. Melina Kibbe, to come up and give her remarks on her 331st day as Dean of the School of Medicine. You can't say that you're new anymore.
Yeah, well, I haven't quite hit 11 months yet. So thank you so much. So this is an incredible day. So first off, I want to welcome in particular all of our guests to Charlottesville and to the University of Virginia School of Medicine for this incredibly important day. So thank you all for being here. Now, let me first by also re-welcoming our medical school class of 2026 to this very important day. And I think I'm going to take that prerogative again. So for our guests, when was our medical school founded? Okay, very good, but that was not with the enthusiasm of the other day. All right, so for our guests, our medical school was founded in 1819, and for everyone to just realize the gravity of that, 203 years ago, and we are the 10th medical school founded in this country. So it is something that I think for all of us to be very proud of. Now, I also do want to thank our guests who are here. So all of the parents, the siblings, the significant others, the friends, you being here to support our students on this day and their journey to get to this day is incredibly important. So thank you all for being here. The other group that I'd like to thank is, as I already mentioned, is the Medical Alumni Association, and Barry and the entire team that helps to make this day happen. And I also want to reiterate the incredible generosity of the medical school class of 1965 for their endowment. Because think about that. As all of you are wearing your white coats, I hope you think of this class and what they did in this enduring gift, and that you are wearing this white coat that was purchased by that class. They graduated 57 years ago. I'm glad you're laughing. That's pretty incredible. So it's a great gift for you to be wearing and to think about as you're wearing this white coat that you're about to receive. So today we are celebrating the learners who are really embarking on this road of service. So the donning of the white coat is a really important ceremonial event for this class of 2026 as they take this first symbolic step on their path to becoming a doctor. I remember the excitement and the anticipation when I was waiting to get my own white coat. And I know one of my classmates is here, and I'm eager to see her as her son is one of our students. And I'm sure she is remembering that day as well, over 30 years ago. I still vividly remember what it was like to put that coat on for the very first time. The incredible sense of excitement, but also at the same time, the responsibility that I immediately felt about my future and the potential impact that I could have. So I want all of you to really cherish this day, because you will remember it for the rest of your lives. You really will. Now, students of the class of 2026, you have already begun a transformational journey, and it's a road that is both inspiring yet rigorous. 1 minute, you are going to be filled with enthusiasm and discovery, but the next, you might be overwhelmed, and you could possibly be exhausted from time to time. And as you adapt, as you apply your knowledge and see results, you will realize the profound difference that you can make in the lives of others. And you will also realize how rewarding this career choice is that you chose. You will learn a lot about the scientific basis of medicine, how to take a clinical history, how to perform a mental and a physical exam, how to order and interpret test results, how to perform a whole host of different procedures, and you will learn how to communicate with patients. As you learn all of this and apply preventative, curative, and palliative interventions, you will also develop a prognosis about the future health of an individual based on their condition and the treatments that are available to that patient. You will become focused on learning, applying, questioning, double-checking a lot, and making sure that you are doing it right, because it is that important. But it is also important to remember that amongst your learning and applying this really life-changing knowledge that you're going to gain, that the patient is at the center of all that you do. So I want you to think back to when you were a patient. Think about when you were sitting in that waiting room, what it felt like while you were waiting to be placed into the exam room. Think about once you were in the exam room and you were sitting there waiting for the doctor, that anxiety and that feeling of vulnerability that you had. And then think about when the doctor came into the room. Did the doctor look you in the eye and address you by name, or go straight to the chair and the computer to start charting? Did the doctor listen to what you were saying? Or were they more worried about interpreting the test results and getting the prescription orders into the computer? So I want you to remember that as you advance through the curriculum and the daily practice that will prepare you to become a doctor, we want you to never lose sight of the humanity and the individuality of the people that you are treating. We want you to enhance your capacity for compassion and genuine caring. The combination of knowledge and respect for those that you are helping will ensure that you are both a great and competent physician. Now, wearing the white coat is a constant reminder of this core relationship with the patient and your commitment to this life of service. On the hanger, a white coat is just that, a white coat. It is transformed into something far more significant when donned by the wearer, the physician. The process of becoming the physician under the white coat takes many years and thousands of patient experiences, which shape the wearer of the coat and molds the person into the physician they will be. There is no question that you need all of the knowledge that you will gain here in the School of Medicine during your training. But as important, however, is what you do with the knowledge you receive and how you translate that knowledge into excellent patient care. I am so glad that you are all here at the University of Virginia School of Medicine. You will make our school a better place. You will change how medicine is practiced in the future. You will become a compassionate physician leader of tomorrow. You will make all of us in this room very proud. You are the class of 2026. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kibbe. I would now like to call on Dr. Meg Keeley, our Senior Associate Dean for Education, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention a distinguished alumna from the class of 1992, to lead the presentation of the coats.
Thank you. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome everyone here for the Class of 2026 White Coat Ceremony. I am indeed proud to be the Senior Associate Dean for Education, as well as a proud alum of the University of Virginia School of Medicine, as you heard from Barry. I'm distinctly proud that actually 3 of my classmates are joining us today because 2 of their children are in this class, so we're having a real reunion. We will be calling up the students to get their white coats in alphabetical order within their colleges. As you may or may not be aware, the University of Virginia School of Medicine divides our medical school class into 4 colleges, each headed by a dean of student affairs who you got to meet earlier. These deans support their students all the way through their medical school journey, and the college deans have the honor today of placing the white coats on their students at matriculation, and then they have the honor of hooding them at graduation, so start to finish. 7 of the students in this year's class have immediate family members who are alumni or faculty of the School of Medicine family. These legacy students will be presented with their coats by their physician family members. We also have 5 students entering our medical scientist training program who will be presented with their coats by the program director, Dr. Dean Kettis. The students in Dungleson College will receive their coats first, and presenting them will be Dr. Lori Archibald Pannoni, Dean of Dungleson College. So I'll have her join me on the stage. Dr. Archibald Pannoni is a geriatrician and associate professor of internal medicine, and she completed her residency and fellowship here at the University of Virginia. So students, we're going to have you get ready. The ushers will stand in the aisles and signal your row when it is time to stand and proceed down to the stage. At this ceremony, our students are also signifying their pledge in joining our community of honor at the University of Virginia. So after you receive your white coat, be sure to walk behind me to the round table where Rusty is standing, and he will not let you pass without it. And you will sign the honor scroll before leaving the stage on this set of stairs. Audience, I know it is difficult, but please, I'm begging you to keep your applause until the end of each college. It's not that long to wait, just the end of each college. Because if you don't, we will need to be ordering in bagels for breakfast. So I appreciate your cooperation. Now, on to the students of Dungleson College. Caroline Grace Carter. Andres Chesty. Sanjana Chala. Emily Therese Conlon. Brian Patrick Donahue. Christina DeVideo. Susanna De Silva. Abigail Dupre. Kimberly Chidinma Duru. Ari Joseph Esrig. Ryan Farmer. Let's go. Emily Golden. Arias Godarzi. Rachel Janae Heinen. Jared Hyatt. Margaret Holsteg. Margaret will be presented with her coat by her husband, Dr. Eric Holsteg, class of 19, and her father-in-law, Dr. Chris Holsteg, School of Medicine faculty. Jacob Kaminer. Jacob will be presented with his coat by his father, Dr. John Kaminer, class of 96, and his mother, Dr. Kim Kaminer, class of 96. Benjamin Key. Marietta Cooker. Evan Christopher Lamb. Emmanuel Lee. Lucy Lefbaum. Myra Lewanton. Gabrielle Lee. Casey Little. Catherine Elizabeth Lyons. William Markham. Yao Mausi. James Walungu. Jibril Mohammed Noon. Michael Ogundeji. Matthew Anthony Oli. Romil Patel. Gabriel Anibal Ramos. Grace Celeste Rollins. Anya Shukla. Eric Stefan D. Stankowski. Caroline Sublet. Calvin Tilson. Serena Marie Velasi. Kavindya Wikramasinghe. Oops. And now, congratulations to Dungleson College. Next to present is Dr. John Densmore, the Dean of Hunter College. He is a hematologist oncologist and associate professor of internal medicine and is also our associate dean for admissions. Dr. Densmore received his PhD and MD from the University of Virginia and completed his residency here as well. So please welcome him to the stage again. And now the students of Hunter College. Timur Abduhalikov. Nate Almario. Caroline Ancoma Say. Garrett Walter Arosamana Hott. Ethan Backert. Christopher Michael Biacco. Jack Ballinger. Catherine Burns. Ashley Cipoletti. Hannah Colson. Inkbillig Dindiv. Sadie Brooks English. Emily Forbes. Rawa Genbot. Virpal Gill. Melinda Raichi Gong. Brittany Kathleen He. Emma Hostetter. Emma will be presented with her coat by her mother, Dr. Melissa Hostetter, who completed her residency and chief residency here at UVA. Danielle Jones. Vishnu Carey. William Joseph Lane. Lucas Lauer. Royce Lee. Maxwell Malter. Gabrielle Mazzoni. Avery Thomas McMaster. Matthew Wynn. Mika Poblete. Mika will be presented with her coat by my classmates, her father, Dr. Pio Poblete, and her mother, Dr. Caroline Poblete, both class of '92. Neethi Miyank Purohit.
That's done.
Kevin Cho. Elizabeth Rengillian. Rachel Ann Rezebek. Morgan Mills Richmond. Sean Thomas Runge. Aditya Singh. There's always one with spontaneous applause. Aaron Dane Smith. Benton Spirick. Alexander Swan. Jocelyn Tessa Tonlu. Lucia Margaret Wagner. James Wells. James will be presented with his coat by my classmate, his mother, Dr. Ann Wells, class of '92. Hanja Leo Yang. Congratulations to Hunter College. And now the students of Penn College will receive their coats, and presenting them will be Dr. Dana Reddick, Dean of Penn College. Dr. Reddick is Associate Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and please welcome her to the stage. And now the students of Penn College. Adedayo Adeleke. Priscilla Badu Secure. Rohan Boyapati. Andrea Nicole Colon Perez. Sean Kreitz. Aditi Desai. Matthew Ehlers. Hassan Folks. Kennedy Gray. Jack Ham. Jordan Holsey. Farah Kubir. Grant Killian. Andrew Chunchung Kim. Anush Kotak. Minnie Willow Kwok. Minnie will be presented by her with her coat by her brother, Dr. Jayon Kwok, class of 20. Lauren Marino. Surbhi Mather. Brendan McCann. Austin Murray. Ruja Hirsch Parikh. Robert Pashwak. Yui Pham. Vishal Reddy. Ishan Rishi. Vibha Sastry. Jayasuriya Senthilvalan. Arpita Shenoy. Shreya Shetty. Shayna Wynn Tuartis. Gabriel Ukebu. Shreya Venkat. Daniel Wu. Congratulations to Penn College. And now, Reed College and our Dean, Dr. Sean Reed. No relation. That never gets old either. Dr. Reed is an associate professor of family medicine, and he completed his residency here at the University of Virginia. Please welcome him to the stage. And now the white coats for Reed College. Janice Choi. Harrison Cook. Philip Cordia. Destiny Janae Donald. Laura Edinger. Jacob Frenchman. Yes. Braden Gaston. Jordan Gooding. Hannah Harrelson. Zin He. Andy Tran Hong. Anna Catherine Johnson. Kendall Colin Johnson. Catherine Karchner. Caroline H. Kim. Summer Ann Kirkpatrick. Emily Kopp. Jonah Lewis. Courtney Link. Claire Mayer. Rohan Mainali. Derek Myers. Lucille Meow. Abhishek Mulapudi. Lila Murad. Pranavi Pulinti. Robert Pay. Megan Plain. Alec Ritter. Sage Royston. Heejun Roo. Sarah Catherine Stambaugh. Sarah will be presented with her coat by her father, Dr. Maris Stambaugh, class of '96. Aaron Terasa. Michael Todd. James Vitulkis. Congratulations to Reed College. And I think if the students can remain seated, I think it's time for the audience to stand, and congratulations to the class of 2026. Thank you. Class of 2026, if you all put your hands in the pockets of your new white coat, you will find a letter from an upper class student to welcome you and encourage you. Again, it is truly a community, and we are all so glad to welcome you. And next, our last thing between now and taking lots of pictures, I would like to invite all the new students to stand, and I would like the faculty members to join me on the stage. This is for the recitation of the covenant for the entering class and their teachers, which is in your programs. I'd also invite Lauren Donovan to join me on the stage. This covenant is the first of 3 that you will recite during your medical school education, and it serves to welcome you to the profession of medicine. The words are in your program, and Lauren Donovan will lead the students, and I will recite with the faculty. So we start with the students.
As I begin the study of medicine, I acknowledge and accept the responsibilities and privileges of an apprentice learner of ancient art and modern science. With teachers to guide me, I will approach my studies with diligence and integrity, cultivating the competencies and attributes of an accomplished physician. I will respect all persons, including faculty and staff, student colleagues, and especially patients who will ever be my teachers. I will attend to the experiences, beliefs, and values of others, and reflect on my own attitudes and assumptions. I affirm fidelity to my patients and will respect them, their choices, and their confidentiality. Mindful of my privileged access to their bodies, selves, and stories, I will seek to earn their trust and to care for them with skill, understanding, compassion, and fairness. Medical school will not only cultivate my intellect, but also challenge my moral imagination. It will shape and test my critical judgment and show me my limitations as well as my competencies. It will entail risk. In learning, I will make mistakes. May I forgive, yet always remember and learn from them. Mindful of my own health and well-being, I will seek to balance professional and personal pursuits. I will value my family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, and the mutual trust, humor, and confidence of our relationships sustain. My study of medicine will extend throughout my life. In school and beyond, I will hold myself to the highest professional standards. I will look to a collegial model of learning and working. Even now, I assume the physician's social responsibility to improve the health of humankind. Love with profession, honor, and commits and advance its contributions.
As you embark on the study of medicine, I accept the privilege and responsibility of being your teacher. I will teach you the science and art of medicine and encourage you to be thoughtful, discerning, and compassionate in their practice. I will show you what is known and what is not known, what is certain and what is not. I will teach you to advance medical knowledge and skills, care for patients, and attend to the health of the public. Trust me to teach you as I trust you and your fellow students to teach me. You see reflected in me the character and social conscience of my profession. I will conduct myself with integrity and show you how I wrestle with issues of ethics and ambiguity. I will accord you respect, tolerance, and fair treatment. I am entrusted with teaching you to extend the same to your peers and patients. I encourage you to see patients as your tutors and to ground your relationships with them in advocacy, mutual vulnerability and trust, and the utmost fidelity, for this is the heart of medicine. I will give you responsibilities and supervision appropriate to your knowledge and skills. I will not abandon you to your mistakes. I will encourage you always to put forth your best effort and will ask the same of myself. I ask you to recognize your teacher's limits and also your own, and to use your talents and energy to improve this institution and all that it offers. Together, we are stewards of an ancient and respected profession. You are this profession's future. Proudly, we welcome you into the study and life of medicine.
How about one more round of applause for the class of 2026? Well, this brings us to the conclusion of the white coat ceremony, and I want to thank everyone again for attending, both in person and those that have attended online. We are going to take the class photo as a group, and then we're also going to take them as individual colleges. And so what I'm going to request from the parents and family members, if you could just please remain seated. I promise you that we will get you pictures. I promise you. And but to expedite this, and so we can get to our reception at Newcomb Hall afterwards, I'm going to ask our Dunglison College folks to step out front first and get their photograph taken. Everybody, all of their students remain seated. Everybody else, if they could just remain seated for a couple minutes, and I do have a couple of announcements as they're exiting. But they're going to take their college photo, and then I'll call the next one, and then so on. So all the photos that are going to be available, we're going to have a free download available. The link is going to get emailed to all the students. When we do the group photo, there is going to be an opportunity for you to get outside and take that photo of the students as well too. All we ask is that you please just stay behind our photographers so that we can get the professional shots in there. We are also going to post this on our social media, so our Facebook page. We'll have availability for the video, which is going to feature, it's also going to have the pictures in there as well, too. So families, I hope you will mark your calendars. October 1st is going to be Family Day. We've got a great program lined up. It's on a Saturday, so if you want to come in Friday, hang out with your students. Saturday, we've got a real nice program for the morning and early afternoon. But Saturday, and we're going to send out additional information to that. So we have contact information for y'all, and then of course all through the students as well too. So if everybody could just remain seated for a couple more minutes, and then I'll call Hunter College. So thank you all very much.